Hello, welcome to PCMag Live. I'm Dan Costa. He is Sasha Segan, and we've got a great show for you today. We're going to break down the top tech news of the day. We're going to answer some of your reader questions, and we have a very cool thing in that I've been looking forward to for a very, very long time. That'll come at the end of the show. Let's get to the top news of the day. Today is the last day of official Windows XP support. If you haven't upgraded yet, this would be a good time to do it.
Now, what I think is the big deal about this story is that it is not necessarily a PC story. Okay, if you have a PC, you can upgrade to Windows 8.1, you'll still have your start menu, or you could just stick with XP, get a good third-party antivirus program, you'll be fine. The real story here is that 95% of bank ATMs run XP. 30% of point-of-sale systems run XP. 75% of public utilities, like electrical and water companies, run XP. And the real question is, you can't just buy McAfee for your ATM. So the real question is, what sort of hackery are we going to start seeing starting tomorrow into all of these corporate systems that affect our lives?
Yeah, this is the thing that people don't understand, is that it is underneath. You don't see the XP interface when you go to the ATM, but it is running on the back end, and it's running underneath all these other systems. And this is where you see the desperation of companies reaching out and hiring third-party companies to somehow support XP to keep their systems running. But for PC users, the big lesson here is, if you're going to stick with XP, you're going to need some kind of security package to help protect you.
Yeah, and a big part of this is that the lifespan of your average home PC and the lifespan of your average enterprise device are very, very different. I mean, if people hang on to a PC for more than 7 years, it's a museum piece. Mm-hmm. But these enterprise devices, like these ATMs, they're designed to be put in place for 10, 15, 20 years. It's a completely different lifespan, and I don't know if Microsoft has completely thought that through.
Also in the news today, this has been in development for a while. It's been rumored Twitter pages are getting a makeover, but not just any Twitter pages, really the Twitter profile pages. They're going to be revamped, they're going to have bigger pictures, they're going to try and make them more like a landing page, because you and I are big Twitter users. I never go to my Twitter landing page.
Never, ever, ever. Like, I'm a huge Twitter user, and not just that, but I'm a user of Twitter.com. I don't use third-party apps, I actually use the website. I never go to those profile pages. I look at my feed. I don't understand, like, I guess it feels unnatural, like Twitter is trying to turn itself into some sort of social network when it isn't really.
It is a social network.
No, it's a microblogging platform.
That's how most journalists use it. But you can see them looking at Instagram, looking at Facebook, and saying, you know what? They want to be a homepage. I mean, they want to be the landing page that you go on. They want to be your online identity and to be your about.me page. And they're sort of prettying up the login page and the profile page to try and replicate that.
Yeah, and the other thing they're doing is they are putting a lot more emphasis on embedding photos and video into tweets, because of course, it was too nice to have a platform that was largely based on text, and everything just has
Spoken
to be
as a primarily
emoji
text
and
journalist.
Snapchats nowadays.
Yeah. So also in the news, this was very cool. You may have noticed Sasha was not with us for last week's show. It's because Sasha was traveling in South Korea. We actually have some live video, some video you recorded in South Korea at the Samsung Experience Souvenir store.
I was on an amazing tour of Samsung facilities in Korea. Got to see how the Galaxy S5 phones are made, got to see how they're tested and configured, and I went to the Samsung Nanum Gallery, which is in the basement of the Samsung Delight store in Seoul, to show you what a Samsung Souvenir store in a country that is obsessed with Samsung looks like. Take a look. Hi, this is Sasha Segan from PCMag.com in a unique place. This is the Samsung Delight Shop in Seoul, Korea, Samsung's headquarters. This part is called the Samsung Nanum Gallery, and what this is it's a Samsung-related souvenir store. You have all of these crazy items, whether they be Samsung Lions t-shirts or Samsung pillows. You can get Samsung sweatshirts, and all the profits from these items go to charity. Now, the Nanum shop is part of a much larger store. This is Samsung's flagship store here in Seoul, and you can see all of the Samsung products, whether they be TVs, PCs, stereos, or the new Galaxy S5, on sale here in the Samsung Delight store.
That is a very cool video. That looked like a lot of fun. I kind of wish I was on that trip. Next time I'm taking the trip. Let's move on to a reader question now. We get questions via Twitter, on Facebook, in the YouTube section, in the comments below. This question comes from YouTube. Charles is asking, can we recommend a cable modem with built-in 802.11 AC? So he wants a state-of-the-art cable modem. We talked to Samara Lin, our networking expert, and she said that the Motorola Surfboard SBG6782 AC Gateway by Aris is an option. It is AC compliant, but you could probably find a better deal if you go with one of just your standard ISP modem and then really get an AC router.
Yeah, let me say about cable modems that, remember what I was saying earlier about the PCs and the enterprise devices? Cable modems tend to have longer lifespans than routers. So you want often a separate cable modem and router so that you can swap out the router more often as new generations of routers happen nearly every year if you want to. But the cable modem, that'll probably stay there for several years.
So our recommendations for AC compliant routers, the Netgear Nighthawk, a great looking router, the Asus AC68U or the Linksys AC1750, all great systems. You can read those full reviews on PCMag.com. It is time for one cool thing. We test thousands of products here in our lab in New York City. You actually had to go to Korea to get this cool thing. It is, of course, the much anticipated Samsung Galaxy S5, which we have a full review up on PCMag.com right now. And Sasha, I read the review. I've been looking for a new phone to upgrade to. I think this might be it.
Yeah, the Galaxy S5 is the most powerful Android phone you can buy today. It's probably the most powerful mobile phone you can buy today. I recorded that Souvenir store video, by the way, with the Galaxy S5, so you can see a little bit of what the video recording is like. This has, what jumps out at me most about this phone is the screen. It's not just the hardware, it's the software. It has this amazing AMOLED screen with this software that just keeps it bright and contrasty and punchy no matter what your ambient light condition is. I really like the 16 megapixel main camera. It's fast, it takes good photos, especially in good light. The HDR mode is excellent. And that has a couple of gimmicky features too, like there's a fingerprint scanner in the power button, there's a heart rate monitor on the back. You know what, those features maybe aren't all that, but in general, you have a phone with a fast processor, terrific screen, really good main camera. It's just a rock solid smartphone.
And the thing that impressed me, because I am still using a Galaxy S3 and I've got lots of battery problems, it's an older phone, those things are going to happen, but Samsung's actually made a lot of effort into extending the battery life on this device. And it's got a power saving mode that can last for a very, very long time. It's just, that's something that really matters.
Yeah, the battery life is definitely better than the S4's was, but what really amazed me was this thing, the ultra power saving mode. I kicked it in when the battery was down to 2%, and I still managed to squeeze out a couple of hours of sending and receiving texts to people at Samsung. So that was just a lifesaver.
Galaxy S5 goes on sale on Friday. You can read our full review on Sasha's full review on PCMag.com. Check us out tomorrow for a brand new PC Mag Live. Thanks for joining us.